Kahala Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rekakwadash. In English, that will mean all praise to the Most High, in the name of the Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostles and the elders and the brothers of Great Millstone, GMS for short, where I'm learning this 100% truth. Shalom to the elect, to the 144,000, to the mixed multitude that's scattered to all four corners of the earth. Shalom to the sincere sisters that believe in Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, that also believe in this 100% truth. Matthew 28:19 tell us to go, therefore, teaching all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, Yahweh, and in the name of the Son, Yahweh Shai, and in the name of the Holy Spirit, the Ruach HaKodesh. Hey, them prophecies are coming to pass. Them prophecies are coming to pass, man. We don't know how true it is, but we hope it is, that Israel just bombed Iran. We hoping that that's true. Ukraine and Russia have been going at it for the last few years. All these other nations about to get upset at, Donald J. You see all these protests going on. See, in my city, the protest is going to be happening tomorrow. So it's about to get crazy out here. It's about to get crazy. And I'm just excited because the Bible talked about these things happening before Yahweh shall come. He talked about brothers against brothers, nations against nations. And that type of stuff is happening. All the different wars, all the different people starting to lose trust and faith, and anything that you can think of, it's in the Bible. You might have to get a better understanding, but it's definitely in there. So Acts 17:31 says, because he has appointed a day in the which he will judge the world in righteousness by that man whom he ordained, whereof he hath given assurance unto all men, and that he has raised him from the dead. But guess what? It says 32, and when they heard of the resurrection of the dead, some mocked and others said, we will hear thee again of this matter. So you're going to have people that believe and some that's going to scoff and scorn and talk crazy about. Like I said, these same type of things was happening with Yahweh Shai and the other prophets back in the days. Same type of stuff was happening. So, precept Psalms 96 and 13. Before the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, for he cometh to judge the earth. He shall judge the world with righteousness and the people with his truth. So if you're not a truthful person and you wicked, he gonna destroy you. It tell us whatever deed whatever deed that you sow, that's what you're going to reap. So if you sowing good stuff, then you're going to reap good stuff. But if you sowing bad stuff, then you're going to reap bad stuff. First Corinthians 4 and 5 says, therefore judge nothing before the time until the Lord Yahweh shall come, who both will bring the light, the hidden things of darkness, and will make manifest the counsel of the hearts. And then shall every man have praise of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. So, the Son of Man is going to come, which is Yahweh Shah. And everything that they thought that was hidden, he going to bring it out. They already doing that. It's just going to get worse. So it talked about wars and rumors of wars. Like I said, if Israel just bombed Iran, it is game on. It is game on. It's about to get real serious. So Matthews 24 and 6, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. We hearing it. We damn near able to see it. It says, see that you be not troubled. See, this is for the ones that believe in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, that believe in this 100% truth, that's not trying to talk down on it. It says, see that ye be not troubled. Because the ones that believe in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, they not going to worry about nothing. The rest of the people, oh, they going to be scared shitless. Yep. It says, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Seven, for nations shall rise against nations, and kingdoms against kingdoms, and there shall be famine, which we see that happening too. Shortage of the food. You go into that word famine. Lemos.
Strong's G 3042. Lemas.
Lemas. Famine, hunger, scarcity of harvest, famine, scarcity of food, famine, hunger, right? We already see that the homelessness rate is super high. It says 7, it's like, and pestilence. We'll look up what pestilence is. Loimos.
Strong's G 3061. Loimas.
It says pest, plague. A plague, literally the disease. That's happening too. A lot of people still dying from them C-19s and all this new stuff, and chicken pox and measles and AIDS. Oh man, these sickness rates is up. It's damn near 100,000s of people with AIDS and shit like that. Like, damn. Yeah, stay away from that. So that's what's happening on that. So, and earthquakes in diverse places. And we see earthquakes everywhere. Everywhere. Matter of fact, I'm going to look and see how many earthquakes today. How many earthquakes happened today? Today, latest quake worldwide. Today, 1,544 quakes. Today. Hold on. Let me keep looking. Salakim. 97 earthquakes in the past 24 hours. 930 in the last 7 days. 4,208 earthquakes in the past 30 days. 48,491 in the past year. Northwest of Kuril Island, a 6.1. This week, 6.3 in Colombia, 6.5 in New Guinea, and a 7.7 in Myanmar. Hey, listen, man. We just trying to warn our people, man. That's all we can do. Just warn our people. Now, will they listen? Probably not. But we don't got no control over that. So Matthews 24:8, all these things are the beginning of sorrows. So you can go down to 11. And many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many. So you're going to have a lot of liars coming to deceive a lot of the people. They're going to deceive a lot of the people. And that's why, shit, they going to do what they do. So, precept to Matthews 24:11, it says, now the Holy Spirit tells us clearly that in the last time some will turn away from the true faith. They will follow deceptive spirits and teachings that come from demons. These people are hypocrites and liars, and their consciences are dead. Their consciences are dead. So, precept, precept Luke 21:9, it says, but when you shall hear of wars and commotion, be not terrified, for these things must first come to pass, but the end is not by and by. So it's not here yet. So, like I said, this was also a precept to what I read in Matthew 24. Things to come. It says, then said unto them, nations shall rise against nations, and kingdoms against kingdoms. Great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famine and pestilence, and fearful sights, and great signs shall there be from heaven. But before all these things, they shall lay their hands on you and persecute you, delivering you up to the synagogue and into prisons, being brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake. They're going to be pissed that we still going to be calling on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. We ain't stopping it. Nope. Go ahead and take us out before we stop saying these names. So, yeah, you definitely going to hear stuff. And Matthew 24:14 says, and the good news, which is the Bible, about the kingdom will be preached throughout the whole world so that all nations will hear it, and then the end will come. There's Israelites all over the world now Just if I just start with GMS, there's GMS camps all over the world. Not just the 50 states either. They all over the world. All over the world. So precept Mark 13 and 10, and the gospel must first be published amongst all nations. But when they shall lead you and deliver you up, take no thought beforehand what you shall speak, neither do ye premeditate, but whatsoever shall be given you in that hour, that speak ye, for it is not ye that speak, but the Holy Spirit. So when they come get us and they start trying to do things, the Holy Spirit is going to talk for us. We ain't going to have to say too much, because it's going to be coming from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. But it's just so much stuff that's happening, man, that like, if you ain't in tune, you're going to fall for it. You got to know what's going on. And if you don't know what's going on, you're going to be stuck, man. And we trying to warn our people. It's too much going on. Too much going on. You see all the wars and stuff and the protests and stuff, and there's going to be more protests and more protests. But this is a part of the plan that they have so that they can, you know, order out of chaos, problem, reaction, solution. So cause the problem, see the reaction, and bring in the solution. They get paid from all three. So for us, we need to be still, doing our Ezekiel 3 and 17, Ezekiel 33 and 3, prophesying these words that we hearing from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. That's what we need to be doing. It's too much going on. And we don't need to be focusing on nothing else but Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. If we doing that, man, we ain't going to get left out. If you focusing on this world, you're going to get left out. You ain't even going to see the things happening. Like you talk about stuff with people and they be like, man, I ain't never heard that. Most people nowadays say, I don't watch the news, man. There be too much negative stuff. But what about the real stuff that's in there? You ain't listening to that. You don't want to hear that. But you will listen to somebody else say it. But that's why we can only just tell what we can tell. And if you believe, you believe. If you don't, you don't. I ain't about to be battling with nobody, trying to debate with nobody. Hell nah, I ain't got time for that. That's getting me off track. I ain't got time for that. So, time to get focused. Time to get focused. Time to get focused, man. This shit is happening. And your pastors and shit ain't warning you about this. But we are. Because we know that we have to be doing this. In the last days, this is what we will be doing. And a lot of us wasn't doing this and didn't have this in our plans. So for us to be doing it, this definitely let us know we in the last days. Get right before you get left, man. That's going to be my saying all the time because it's true. If you get right, then you give yourself a chance. But if you don't, you're going to be destroyed, man. It's going to be so many fucking missiles in the air. You ain't going to be able to do nothing. You ain't going to be able to run. Them missiles get here in 30 minutes. You can't get too far in 30 minutes. And then they destroy everything. You ain't going to be able to go nowhere. So while you still can, you got to get closer to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to do. There's too much shit happening. You see all these different wicked scoffers and scorners on apostles and brothers and elders' pages. They even be on my page, but I don't respond. I don't got time for that. I don't got time for miserable people. Misery loves company, and they want your company. So we can't fall for that. We got to stay closer to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. We ain't worried about them. So Kahala Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. Bahashem Ruach HaKodash. In English, that will mean all praise to the Most High, in the name of the Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostles and elders and brothers of Great Millstone, where I'm learning this 100% truth. Shalom to the elect, to the 144,000, to the mixed multitude that's scattered to all four corners of the earth. Shalom to the sincere sisters that believe in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, that believe in this 100% truth. Hopefully this lesson was edifying. Shalom.